We're nearing the date, the December 21st gateway opening of 2025. Just one of many openings, but this one is very important. Most of the world is waiting for January 1st to start their new year. They're waiting for a calendar date to begin their preparation for the massive shifts predicted for 2026. But I need you to understand something crucial right now. Spirituality does not follow the Gregorian calendar. If you're waiting until January to prepare for the energies of 2026, you are already late. Not too late, but already late. When we look forensically at the warnings of Edgar Cayce and the New Earth timelines of Dolores Cannon, a startling pattern emerges. The energy of the new year doesn't start when the ball drops in Times Square. It initializes on the Winter Solstice, December 21st. This date isn't just the shortest day of the year. It is the energetic deadline. Now, don't get upset about that. It is the soft launch of the 2026 timeline. And the choices you make between now and December 21st will determine which version of the Earth you step into when the timeline locks in. Remember, you're choosing it. So today I'm going to show you exactly why this date matters and the 5 specific protocols you must enact before the solstice to secure your place in the high frequency timeline. Are you ready? Let's go. Welcome to Landria, Onkka on YouTube. When you break through fear, your world becomes unlimited. And we're going into that, and I'm going to talk about that today. I hope you'll subscribe, ring the bell, because we're going into some serious stuff here, and I want to guide you every step of the way. So to understand the urgency of this deadline, we have to look at the macro picture. Edgar Cayce, the sleeping prophet, he didn't just give random predictions. He gave us a timeline of evolution. He famously stated that the period between 1958 and 1998 would be the time of great upheavals. He said this was the window where the earth would begin to shift on its axis, not just physically, but spiritually. Cayce warned that these changes were a test. He specifically spoke about America, calling it the potential light to the world, but warning that if we fell into greed and division, we would face a leveling. We are now in the graduation phase of that 1998 cycle. What Cayce saw as the future is our now. The friction you feel in the world, the political chaos, the weather anomalies, the feeling that time is speeding up is the climax of that cycle. So Cayce said, spirit is the life, mind is the builder, and the physical is the result. You are doing this right now. The physical result of our collective mind is manifesting rapidly, and 2026 is widely regarded by esoteric researchers as a tipping point year, a year where the momentum becomes unstoppable. I cover the tipping point in my book. You're going to want to find out what's coming up and how to deal with it. So now let's layer on the work of Dolores Cannon. In her thousands of quantum healing hypnosis technique sessions, her hypnotic sessions with clients, she found a consistent message coming through subjects who had never met each other. They all spoke of the new earth. These beings would speak through these clients and give her information. And they spoke of the new earth. She'd never heard of this. Dolores explained that earth is undergoing a vibrational split. Imagine a cell dividing. For a while, the two cells are attached, sharing resources, but eventually the membrane closes and they become two separate entities. That makes sense, doesn't it? Dolores warned that as the frequency rises, those holding onto fear, anger, and heavy density would simply stay behind. That would exist in that frequency, not in a rapture sense, but vibrationally. They would remain in a reality that matches their frequency, a reality of chaos and struggle. Those who have done the work, the volunteers, would anchor into the new earth, and I'll explain what that actually means. Here's the scary part. The bridge between these two worlds is getting longer. It's becoming harder to jump back and forth, and 2026 represents a year where that distance may become too great to cross easily. But nothing's impossible, my friend. There are ultimately no limits to anything. So why December 21st? Why is this the deadline? Cayce gave us the time frame, the mid-2020s. Dolores gave us the mechanism, the frequency split. The solstice is a trigger. In ancient traditions and in the physics of energy, the solstice is the 0 point. It is the moment the sun stands still. It is the bottom of the breath before the inhale. The energy of 2026 doesn't just appear on January 1st, it seeds itself in the dark of the solstice. Think of December 21st as a day the software update begins to install. If your hardware, your body and your mind isn't ready for the update, the system crashes, right? Have you ever had an old computer do that? It just cannot handle that new software. That crash looks like exhaustion. And we've been talking about it. It looks like sudden flu symptoms. It looks like anxiety. It's your body rejecting the new frequency because you are still holding on to the old one. So how do we prepare? I have identified 5 vibrational protocols based on Cayce and Cannon's work that you need to do before the 21st. There's still time. The 5 vibrational protocols. Protocol number 1, the biological tune-up. You cannot enter a high-frequency timeline with a low-frequency vessel. So Cayce was adamant about this. He spoke constantly about keeping the body alkaline. He knew that heavy foods and toxins lowered the body's vibration, making it impossible to channel high spiritual energy. So Dolores Cannon took it a step further. She spoke of the light body. She said that as Earth's frequency rises, our bodies literally have to change structure to handle the voltage. Have you guys been experiencing energy shifts, energy surges? That's what that is. The action between now and the 21st, you must lighten the load. I'm not saying you need a starvation diet. I'm saying stop poisoning the vessel. And you know what that is. Cut the heavy processed dead food. Hydrate like your life depends on it. You need to be a clear conduit for the solstice energy. Protocol number 2, the mental diet. Cayce said, stand ye in the way. He meant, watch your thoughts because they build your reality. You're so much in control. If you don't want it, why would you think about it? Dolores warned that fear is the heaviest anchor. I can help you with that. Go in the description. It's free. And let's walk you through it. Because if you are watching 24-hour news cycles of doom, war, and economic collapse, you're literally anchoring yourself to the old Earth timeline. It makes sense, doesn't it? You're telling the universe, I belong here in the chaos. Yes, and you're entangled with the very thing that you observe. What's the action? Go to a news fast, at least until the 21st, and pretty soon you're never going to want to watch it again, except for on random occasions, usually something positive. And if it doesn't directly affect your immediate safety, turn it off. Starve the fear. Feed the hope. Protocol number 3, the intuitive override. In the old timeline, we looked outside for answers to governments, to institutions, to experts, to even beings that we're praying to that we believe we are not really interacting with, but somehow have some control over us and our destiny. In the 2026 timeline, those institutions that we've been looking to are crumbling. They were not built on solid foundations, and everything's coming out now, right? Everything's coming to the surface for everyone to see. Cayce said we must learn to listen to the still small voice within. Dolores called this communicating with the SC, or the subconscious. The action, practice the override. When you hear a scary prediction or a piece of bad news, pause, ask your gut, is this true for me? Override the external noise with your internal knowing. Just remember, all realities exist at once. So any one prediction is just one reality. Is this right for me? So let's talk about protocol number 4, radical detachment. I teach this, those of you in Breakthrough Fear, this is so important. This is the hardest one. Protocol 4 is radical detachment. If you focus on this, you can accomplish great things. Dolores Cannon's subjects often describes seeing people disappear from their lives as the vibration shifted. Relationships end, jobs change, people fall away. This isn't bad, it's physics. If you try to drag old earth baggage, grudges, toxic relationships, past failures into the new earth timeline, you'll feel immense pain. It's a mismatch. It doesn't work. The solstice, it's a portal, an energetic portal with a choice. You cannot fit through the door carrying all that baggage. The action, write it down. Write down the grievances, the guilt, the should haves of 2025. And on the 21st, burn the paper, let it go. Pretty cool, huh? Protocol number 5, the service frequency. This is going to be critical to a new earth that has compassion and love for all, because we are all equal. Finally, number 5, this is the key that unlocks the door, the service frequency. The old earth is about service to self, greed, survival. What can I get? Protect myself. What are you going to protect? You're eternal and we all leave here at some point. What can I get? The new earth is about service to others, connection, love. How can I help? And that which you give, you receive. It's all going to come back to you. You're taken care of. Abundance is unlimited, right? Cayce said the purpose of life is to be a co-creator with God. I love that. A co-creator, not some helpless little being over here that has to beg for the powers to save them. You cannot co-create if you are only thinking about yourself. The action before the 21st, do one act of kindness that no one knows about. You don't need to get credit. Ego wants credit. See what great thing I did? Shift your vibration from I need to I give. That is the frequency of 2026. So listen to me closely. The date December 21st is not a deadline of doom. It is a deadline of decision. Those of you looking for guidance, journey of your soul, going into inspiration, I have a free series called landria.com, free inspiration. Go down in the description. Find all of the resources I have for you to go into this new era, even cleaning your body, purchasing things that are good for you, good for others, compassion. Maybe you want to start an online business that's great for you and the planet, finding your purpose. Maybe you just need that breakthrough for your guidance. I have all of these down in the description because we need teachers, don't we? So there's no doom coming. So it's just a decision. And if you make this decision, you can participate in a way you never imagined possible. You don't have to make it to the penthouse on the 21st. You just have to start that journey. You'll start to open up the gateways. You chose to be here. I just want to remind you that. Dolores Cannon said that the volunteers lined up to be on Earth at this specific time because it's the greatest show in the universe. She always says that we're being watched. Everyone's watching us. Will they make it? And the answer is yes, because you get to choose it. You didn't come here to be crushed by the shift. You came here to master it. You came here to be the anchor in the storm. December 21st is simply the doorway. Which room you step into is entirely up to you. Yes, you control that. And you can start right now. If you begin these 5 protocols, yes, today, lightening the body, guarding the mind, trusting your inner guidance, releasing the old and choosing service, you will not be left behind. You will be in resonance with the high frequency 2026 timeline that both Cayce and Cannon pointed to. All the events are converging. So here's your invitation. Between now and the solstice, December 21st, I'm talking about 2025 in this video, pick just one protocol today and start. Then tomorrow add another. By the 21st, you'll have completely shifted your trajectory. And those of you who are watching this past the 21st, you didn't really miss anything. No one ever gets left behind. You're going to take a different reality and path. So now you're going to have to focus on this. As we go into 2026, you're going to see things transition, but no one gets left behind. There is always opportunity for you to raise your frequency. It's just that simple. All right? Now, if you want to know the specific physical events Edgar Cayce saw for this 2026 window. The actual warnings and the signs to look for, you need to watch this video coming up next. That's where I break down this forensic vision in detail so you can recognize the signs as they unfold and stay in the highest path. That's coming out Friday. There are 5 different things that people may be doing that are not conducive to raising your frequency in the way you think. I'm going to cover those and we're going to talk about that. Dolores Cannon, Edgar Cayce spoke specifically of this time period, and you're here because you're perfect. Go down in the description. Landrianka.com for inspiration will take you on the soul journey. Digitalexplorers.net, there's a link down there, will take you on finding your purpose and creating something so that you can earn money doing good things, helping the planet, helping yourself. But finding what that is, we take you on a beautiful journey to say, who do you want to be? You control that reality. And the other thing that I have is I do have an Amazon store. Don't be afraid. It's loaded with small business owners who are able to stay alive because they're exposed to millions of buyers who want clean products, non-toxic, no plastic. What are you putting on your body, your hair? Go down there, check out my store. I've got discounts for you. What toothpaste you're using, it's probably toxic. Bite toothpaste, a discount. I have a water filter down there. Check it all out. Clean everything up. Go into this new earth knowing I am aligned. It will continue to become better and better. And then you're going to break through fear and nothing can shake you. Yes, some things will be disturbing, but it will not have the effect on you like it has in the past. You're not going to wake up 3 a.m. freaking out. You're going to wake up and saying, whew, here's another day. I can do this. And then the gateways open for you in every area of your life, relationships, abundance, health, just joy and peace, and you being the conduit to a new, beautiful earth because you're beautiful. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. You are perfect. Everything else is the veil. Just pull it away and you can see it right here playing out this earthly game. Welcome aboard to the new earth. I'll see you in the next video. Be sure to catch that. Namaste.